I said. And I said, I am retiring already, you understand, not from politics, but from contesting election. So politicians will always be politicians because you always have interest. People always come to you for advice. People always come to you for support, be it political, be it economic, be it whatever. They always come around. And me, I am always a man of the people. I used to have people around me. I want to have people to sit down with me, we gist, we talk about development, we talk about issues, we talk about current affairs. We sit down together, we eat the little thing that God has blessed us with. And it gives me a lot of joy. So for anybody to say that I want to quit politics, that is not true.
Now, elections are over. It's that time to examine, dissect, and evaluate political activities.
On Politics in the Emirates, we give meaning to leadership. Through in-depth discuss, we bring your political representatives close to you.
On Politics in the Emirates, balanced opinion is the style. With fair analysis, we break political complexities.
It's Politics in the Emirates.
Show it on Stemma TV.
Thank you very much. My name is Honorable Moshood Mustapha, popularly known as MM, businessman, cum politician, but politics is not my profession. I do politics as a vocation. I am able to feed my family through the kind of business that I do, that is trying to put things together legitimately, you understand, and fend around to be able to feed my family. It's not true politics. We only do politics as a service to humanity and as a means of reaching out to the masses and the poor people around, and to equally create value and add value, you understand, to the society. I was born in Kwara, precisely Ilorin. I was raised here. I did most of my school here, and I thank God that when I became independent of my parents, I have to look for greener pasture out of Ilorin. That led me to different fields of endeavor, getting into government work. After government work, I exited and became a businessman. From there, I picked interest in politics. And in politics, it's been up and down. It's been very rocky, which of course is expected, because like the common saying, there's no straight road to success, whether you like it or not. You understand, you have to meander. It goes left, right, center. You have to go up, you understand, go down, snake-like movement for you to be able to get to your destination. So for me, I have every cause to thank Almighty God. Just like I said, I've been at different level of political offices, from being special advisor to commissioner, from being commissioner to this and that, and the National Assembly as a member. So today, I think we have gotten to the level where they call us elder statesmen in the party. We hold the party. I was one of the foundation members of APC. I've been in APC from inception, and I'm still in APC. And I work for APC success. You understand, on the two elections that we have had, the one of 2015 and to 2019, and 2019 to 2023, and the one we had in this 2023. So we are happy that we came up with a party that has been able to enshrine itself, you understand, on the ground, and was able to produce government of 8 years. Yes, 2015 to 2023 was 8 years of Buhari. You understand, I remember, it's not 2019, because the party was formed in 2014, and we went to election, and we were able to bring in a government, that usher in Buhari, and we thank God that everything, you understand, has been quite promising. Everything's quite promising, and we're good to go. So that's where we are. So right now, I'm in APC. Right now, we are working to make sure that we help the government to be able to, play its role in fulfilling the campaign promises. Yes, open governance. You should relate with people. You understand? No man is an island nobody. No man is an island on his own. Nobody can lay claim to paragon of wisdom. The governor cannot on his own, you understand, be able to do all these things. He needs a perfect team, you understand, which of course is his prerogative. He has the right, you understand, as the elected person that is saddled with the responsibility of managing the entire state, to choose the state that can, the team that can work for him. So I advise that he should pick people that he is comfortable with, that can help him achieve, you understand, those campaign promises. Secondly, I will equally advise, and this I keep telling him, you understand, to try to reach out to as many people as possible. Government is the biggest business as far as most states is concerned, and we have a lot of things to do regarding all this kind of he has a lot of responsibilities to people. People are very expectant. People are looking forward to patronage. People are looking to government for survival, because he's the largest employer of labor, is the largest spender in every state at that subnational level. So I advise my governor, you understand, to try as much as possible to open his government to the people, because the only way by which people will be happy with you is when they realize that the government is for them. And in doing so, should try and patronize the local. You can't give businesses to people from outside Kwara. They come in, do the business, make money, and take our money out of the state. So it's better for us to look inward and try as much as possible to do the ultimate. And the ultimate is be there for the people, especially the downtrodden who look forward. He is the custodian of our common patrimony. So he should try as much as possible to make sure that people are very comfortable and people are very happy with the government. Our goal is to ensure that we are able to deliver dividend of democracy to the people. Our goal is to make sure that our party does not fail, you understand, on the expectation of the people. Our goal is to make sure that we let people buy into our party, believe in our party, vote for all the candidates of our party. So we all came together because we know that we have common enemies, and those are the enemies are the people in the other party who also wanted to win elections. So for us who have found ourselves in the same house, you understand, we feel that there's need for us to come together. So irrespective of whether you're in the ballot, all of us cannot be in the ballot at the same time. Some people will be in the ballot, some people will support those that are in the ballot. So for us, we all work together. You understand? From the governor to the deputy governor. As at that time, they were candidates, to all the senatorial candidates, to all the House of Rep candidates. We all look at it. We try to look at the state as a constituency and see the best way, you understand, to get it done. And we wanted to equally achieve the feat that we achieved during the 2019 election, where we had 35-0. So we wanted to achieve that 35-0 again, so that we'll be able to establish that our position that the first one was not just a ruse, and it was not just by mistake. that people wanted a change, and they actually got the change, and they're happy with the change they got. So we wanted to reestablish that fact. So we work day and night, and we're able to produce an excellent result of about 98%, which of course 34 out of 35 seats that were contested, you understand, APC won those seats. You understand? So for me, it's an excellent mark. I think people actually misconstrued the statement I made during my interview, at an interview during my birthday celebration. I said we should encourage the youth, that some of us have come a long way, you understand, in holding different offices. So we should create chance and opportunity for the youth to equally come in. And that by the time, if God in His infinite mercies grant me longevity to be able to witness another decade, which of course will mean that I will be celebrating my 70th, that I will not be in any political position, you understand, or any political position that I will be looking for, you understand, an elective office. I don't think it's reasonable for a 70-year-old man, you understand, to say you want to contest for whatever thing you're looking at, whatever position that's available. I don't think it makes any sense. And that's exactly what I said. And I said I am retiring already, you understand, not from politics, but from contesting election. So politicians will always be politicians because you always have interest. People always come to you for advice. People always come to you for support, be it political, be it economic, whatever. They always come around. And me, I am always a man of the people. I like to have people around me. I want to have people to sit down with me, we gist, we talk about development, we talk about issues, we talk about current affairs. We sit down together, we eat the little thing that God has blessed us with. And it gives me a lot of joy. So for anybody to say that I want to quit politics, that is not true. What will have necessitated that? I've never had any cause to go through any ordeal that I would say could be that everybody would say could be responsible for the frustration that will force me out of politics. I enjoy politics. Everybody know that I'm a very straight and I'm a very hard person. I'm never afraid of failure, because when you don't try, you understand, you cannot really understand what your potentials are. So for me, I'm a risk taker. So I'm never afraid of contest. I'm never afraid of taking risk. I'm always ready to face challenges, because when the going gets tough, you understand, when situations are very tough, that is when your situation, you should challenge yourself and get challenged and get fully ready, you understand, to face those challenges. So for me, I am in politics. I am not running away from it. I'm enjoying it. But when it is time for me to slow down and encourage the youth, you understand, to come and take over from us, I don't think we, you understand, that have gotten to the level of what we are now, we should continue to block the space, you understand, from allowing the youth, you understand, to be able to at least let them learn from our fountain of wisdom. Let us be able to, teach them, so that through our own tutelage, they will understand certain things. We can continue to keep them, you understand, in the back, at the back row, and say no until we die, before you can now come and take over. It doesn't work that way. You understand, for developmental purposes, you understand, it should be a gradual transition. You understand, and it helps the system, it helps everybody. You understand, then we too can enjoy our old age and know and see, you understand, those youths or those upcoming generation, the coming generation, take over and even do things better than, better than the way, we did during our own time. That is just my position. But when you grant interview, people always have, either they had one thing to eat or they subtract one thing to eat. It's normal. And in politics, we develop very thick skin, that we don't allow such things to disturb us. You understand? When people come around for clarification, just you have asked me and I'm able to use this fora to clarify it. People always, twist whatever thing to suit, you understand, their own headline of their purposes or for whatever political gain they want to achieve. That does not stop us from talking when there's need for us to talk. And people know that I don't talk all the time. Thank you very much. That's a very good question. We just had one today, just as we did last year and the year before. I think this is the third successive one, you understand, that we'll have after a very long break. And I think the resuscitation of this wonderful heritage of ours, you understand, came back based on the wisdom of His Eminence, the Royal Highness, His Royal Highness Adaji Dr. Ibrahim Sulugambari, the Emir of Ilorin. And they put up a very wonderful committee that has been working tirelessly, you understand, in ensuring that we are able to bring back, you understand, our glory and our heritage, you understand, to foster peace and unity among those of us that are lucky to come from this very wonderful emirate. I will always want to be part of it because, like I mentioned, I'm a man of the people. I love my people. I'm from here, I grew up here, and I'm part of the society. And there's nothing my society will do, you understand, that I will not be part of. I have every right, every responsibility to ensure that I contribute my own quota. It is a responsibility, especially when God has given you the wherewithal, you understand, to be able to. So why will I just say, I want to do my business, I don't have any business with society. Society brought me, and I must give back to society. So it is my responsibility, it's an obligation. It's obligatory to me to be part of, you understand. And in my own little way, you understand, I have always been contributing, and I'll continue to be part of, you understand, the whole, activity. The initiative is a very wonderful initiative, and it's helped to promote, you understand, unity among those of us that are from the Emirates. That's the only time we have opportunity to come around together to see ourselves and see our culture, see our music, see our traditional things come to play. Like today, you see different local artists, local musicians, you understand, reading out songs, you understand, that we used to hear in the late 60s, early 70s. You understand, and you see people, you understand, coming with different kind of talents. You understand that you feel happy. You understand that this is your heritage. There's nothing as good as culture. And that's the reason why even in advanced countries like UK, they don't joke with their culture. They know what culture is all about. In most of the advanced countries you see in Europe, they don't joke with their culture. You understand? In Asia, you understand, you see them, they continue to promote it. Nobody wants their culture to die. And this is one of the things that we should, continue to promote. My advice in terms of admonishment to the organizers, I think one of the things that can make it a bit more international is for us to reduce the numbers of sitting period for people, because anything that you have to attend from 10 o'clock and by 4 the program has not started because they have to take a possession, you understand, around the town. I think it's something that we have to look at. For me, I think the possession of the emir is a good thing to walk around the city, but I think that should be a day on its own. Probably on the day the emir want to go and pay a visit, you answer to the governor, you can now go through the possession and go to the government house and turn around. So all the people will be able to enjoy themselves. You understand? If it is 11 o'clock, it starts at 11 o'clock, maybe by 1, 2 o'clock, 2, 3 hours. And I think a lot of people want to participate, but a situation where people will have to come from morning and by 4:30, you understand, before the procession will return back to the palace. You understand, it's discouraging a lot of people, and I want to, give my advice to His Eminence, the Emir, and the chairman of the committee, Engineer Alapansapa. I will try as much as to see them and give them my piece of advice, and I hope, you understand, it will sound, positive to the hair, probably it will help the cause. Probably, I don't know whether they have their own reason why they are doing it this way, but this is just my candid opinion, because I want the event, the festival, to continue to work stronger and stronger. The way it was last year, this year one is better. You understand? And I pray that next year will be better than this year, and just like that, like that.